Alright, so this is what to feed your guinea pigs. I filled it with 1/4 a cup of pellets, and if you're wondering why these little things in here, it's because the owners before had this food, so I'm getting them onto oxbow. This is an oxbow pellet. Okay, now what we're going to be feeding them is romaine lettuce, parsley, red and green bell peppers, and carrots. And what I'm using is just a cutting board, the good knife. Okay, so I'm going to start with the romaine lettuce. I'm going to take 2 leaves, because I have 2 guinea pigs. 1 leaf, 2 leaf. Alright, now I'm going to wash them off in the sink. Okay. Now I'm going to cut the white tips off of each one. So now I'm just going to, you don't have to chop it up. I think most people do, but you don't actually have to. So. Okay, now we put it in the bowl. So, just gonna, and I try to get it a little bit less wet. And you can put the pellets in a completely different bowl. I just put them in the same one. Okay, now we're gonna do parsley. First, I'm just gonna cut off the sprouts and set the stem aside. So now I just have this. And now I'm just gonna kind of chop it, whatever. So now I just chop. Try not to make them too small because they can choke on it if it's too small. Make it big enough so they know they need to chew, but small enough so they can chew it. I'm just adding the stems to the top. Okay, now we're gonna do carrots. So now I'm just going to rinse off the carrot. Now I cut off any bad parts of the carrot. I always cut off the tip anyways, even if it's not bad. And sometimes when it gets too thick for this knife, I don't know if it will right here, but I have a bigger knife that I use for carrots. It's getting a little bit thick now, so I'm gonna go get the big knife. This is the big knife. It's big. So I'm just gonna put this in the sink so I don't forget to rinse it. Okay, now I put the carrots in, and when I put the carrots in, usually I just stick them in the little places that they fit in around the salad, like there. And when I can't find spots, I just put it on top. But usually there's little holes that the lettuce and parsley didn't fill. Alright, now green and red bell pepper. Okay, so I'm going to give them down this crease. Okay, so I get this, and I'm going to cut off any white parts. Okay, now I'm just going to chop it. Now when I cut the bigger slices, like bigger in width, I cut it down the middle too, but these are pretty small, so I'm not going to cube it. I'll give them a little bit more. Nah, that's fine. I'll just give them a bit more red. Now I'm just gonna put these in the salad. Again, I try to find those little holes I can fit them into. Now the red. I'll just go this way. I'll cube this because I'm giving them a bit more. Okay, so this one has a lot of white to cut off. Well, not like a lot, but more. I'm just cutting this off. Okay, and it won't hurt your guinea pigs, it's just that they won't really eat it. So. Okay, then this part. And try to get just the white. It's going to be really hard to, but try as hard as you can because they'll eat the other part. Okay, now I cube it. Okay, now I'm just going to put this in. And sometimes I put other stuff in there, like apples, maybe for just like a treat. But you can't do that all the time because fruits have a lot of sugar in them, and that's not good. So, this is just the last part. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm finished, and I'll take you through the cleanup process too. There's the salad, and there's all the stuff, not including bell peppers, they're still right here. So now we're gonna clean up. What I do is I just scrape the board all towards the middle, like that, and then I just pick up what I can. And then this stuff is too little to get picked up that's left, so I'll just rinse that off. Okay, I just threw away that, so now we rinse in the sink. I put my knife in here earlier, so I would remember. And I just put the knives away. Now I take this icky, gross board and I rinse it. I'm going to set it down in the sink, and I take, and then it goes over here by the knives. And by the way, I always keep my knife in the same slot, this one. So, yeah. Okay, now we get this. Doesn't look dirty, but little tiny bell pepper seeds can be all over it. So now we just sweep it all into the sink. Okay. And then I dry it if it's wet. Usually it's not really wet. Alright, next we put away all this lovely food. So then you get this ginormous mess of food and your beautiful little masterpiece sitting there. And we take this wonderful little masterpiece sitting right over here upstairs to the guinea pigs. So thanks for watching, and I hope this helped. Any questions, comment below. Yeah, and subscribe.